Kaixo, arratsaldeon. Estamos aquí para tomarnos un café con la directora de la película My Eternal Summer, una producción danesa que compite en la sección New Directors por el premio Kutxabank Nuevos Directores y también por el premio Dama de la Juventud. Buenas tardes. Thank you very much for being with us and congratulations for your film.
Gracias.
I would like to ask you that we have seen a film that has a very I feel like we have entered in something very private. So where this story comes from?
It is a personal story based on my personal story. So I lost my mother at a young age, and I wanted to try to capture this dilemma of being a young person on the one hand, in front of life, at the beginning of things, being in love, being happy on the one hand, and then at the same time having to face death for the first time and how to navigate that space. Yeah.
Wow. We have that feeling in terms of like we're getting so close to what you've, now that you said that you went through that, is there. I can tell. So congratulations. So I guess it has been not a very easy road to go through, but also, how was that?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster ride. But also, of course, therapeutic in many ways. I mean, I'm always a bit hesitant in saying that word because who wants to watch other people's therapy in a way? But of course, in this process, I've managed to distance also myself, which I see also as a positive thing, because I've had the help from other collaborators to help me look at the story and in a way gain, I don't want to say control, but still there is this thing of finding maybe some meaning in what has been meaningless. So it's been, of course, difficult, but a very meaningful process for me.
Well, thank you very much for sharing this part of your life with us and portrayed it and delivered such a wonderful film. That's very nice and very brave. You have made a film that also portrays different emotions. We could think, okay, when somebody is going through something very difficult, maybe you have to behave like in a very good way, but you portrayed all the different emotions that we can have, and you don't hide any. You know, you show she's great, the protagonist, the daughter, but she also goes through different difficulties, and she also feels guilty. And I think that's one of the virtues of your film, that you showed many different emotions that happen or that arrive when you are facing your mother's loss or sickness. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Because you could have chosen to portray an amazing protagonist that she's incredible.
But wouldn't that be boring in a way?
Or unreal?
And maybe untrue, first of all. Yes, thank you. So I'm, of course, very happy that that's how it's perceived, because that was very much the intention to not sugarcoat any of this, because of course we would like to be these ideal versions of ourselves in times like these, and of course the truth is often the exact opposite, and that was indeed the intention, to show how when you want to be close, in fact you can't, because you're in a way preparing for this ultimate distance with distance, because you're protecting yourself. And also what I was saying before is you're a young person and you have all these things you want to do in life, and you still want to do that. So what you're saying is true about the guilt. Of course, that's in the dilemma in a way, that's going to make you feel guilty, that you still want to have your own life. Yeah.
it's like, actually life is like about, you have conflicts all the time going on. So it's there. That's why it makes, I think, what is one of the virtues of the film. So congratulations also for having achieved that, a scenario where the different emotions, even contradictories, are portrayed in this marvelous character. And also, I think the film, for example, the way you shoot the whole film is very natural. It's like, and there is something very light, a feeling of lightness, because when you introduce the film, you mention that, okay, this film is about death, but it's also about life. So I would like you to,
well,
like the way you shoot the film,
yeah,
is this lightness, it was in purpose?
very important, just because, well, again, for me, that is also a truth, right? That on, the tragedies happen on warm summer days, and it is this contrast that I was interested in. How, yeah, I didn't want it to be one-dimensional in that way. I wanted exactly to show how
like a dialogue
yeah,
between
the
life
dialectic
and what is
between life and death, and what
exactly.
you're saying, that in a way life always kind of insists on being there. It's
Exactly.
kind of creeping in all the time, in the light, and that's what's beautiful, I feel. So that was very important, and to have the naturalistic feeling also, that we spoke about it being shot as a documentary. It's not that, but I think the naturalism was very important for me, not to try and put melodrama or sentiment into the film that it didn't need.
So you work on that light, I mean, the design of the light of the film was based on this need of you of really try to give some feeling of lightness, and there is some beauty also that you are looking for in the framing,
Yeah.
and there is nothing artificial. You didn't use artificial light. It looks like it. Maybe you did, but the intention was just to make it natural. So, and the framing is always beautiful also. Or very natural. It's
for
like
the natural beauty.
It's like
in a way.
we are invited to that space. When we go with her, we are with her all the time. And sometimes it's like, okay, the mother is going through this terrible ending, but you feel also like that all of them are going through something similar. It's like the death is part of all of them. And there are the different responses towards that. And of course, the young lady is in love. But it's also something, there is also something interesting, because she's losing all the time. She's losing the mother, she's losing the boy, the love. She's losing the capacity of communicate. So how do you work on that character? I mean, were you aware that she was losing that many things, that many important things?
Yeah. Yes, I think we spoke about self-fulfilling prophecies, in the sense that when loss comes so close and you become so scared, in a way she's creating situations, of course not intentionally, where she's pushing other people away. She's pushing everyone away, her father, her boyfriend, her friends. I guess that's the main contradictory thing she's doing the whole time. Of course, she wants the opposite. She wants to be close, but in a way it's too scary, because to be close you have to be vulnerable, and
exactly.
for
she
her
can't hold it. She can't take it.
So that's why
she's afraid.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful. I mean, you feel all of that. And then you have used, the soundtrack, what you have, the moments that you choose to put the music, it's very organic. We have moments where she's listening to the music, and then there is also a song that you say, I love this, like, I will not know how to, it's like, I'm going to try to translate, una llamada a la que entre el amor para que se lleve la paz. It's like the song that says, let's have the love entering our hearts,
Yes.
and the song to enter in our hearts to allow this song to take away the evil part of us. Why have you chosen this song?
The Schubert song, Du bist die Ruhe. I guess, I mean, the music in general, in a way, I wanted to give, in the lack of spirituality or religion, I think this question of mortality is so much more difficult, and yet music, to me, is that. So my mother was an atheist, and she said, I don't believe in God, but I believe in Bach. So, okay, this wasn't a Bach, this was Schubert, but I guess it is that divine quality of the music that a film or a story like this, for me, needed. So in all their loneliness and in these difficult situations, there is something about the music that brings together. But it's also painful, right? I think I also tried to have in the film that FANU can't bear the music either, because in a way it's too beautiful, or it becomes painful.
Is there a constant dialogue between pain and beauty and lightness of life, and it's there. So thank you very much.
It's amazing. Thank you.
It's beautiful. Congratulations for your film.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Sí, pues con esta canción que aparece en la película que dice deja la música que entre en el corazón, deja el amor que entre en el corazón y que se lleve la parte mala de dentro, pues vamos a dar paso al clip de la película y muchísimas gracias.
Mor, hvilke 3 ord beskriver mig bedst? Det er til en af de der personlighedstest. Er du klar?
Ja.
Seriøs, ærlig, trofast, kærlig, klog, betænksom, hyggelig, udadvendt, selvsikker, festlig, sjov, impulsiv, loyal, rolig, familiemenneske, og så er der udadvendt, positiv og sjov.
Mange muligheder. Der var en med kærlig og...
Kærlig, klog og betænksom.
Kærlig, klog, betænksom. Den er god i hvert fald.
Der er også den der, den sidste, udadvendt, positiv og sjov.
Hvad med bossy?
Nej. Bossy.
Nej.
Nej.
Nej.